So last year I got voluntold that I was going to do the intake for the county fair open class, like vegetables, fruits and vegetables and things. And so while I was there taking in everybody's stuff, and granted last year was not a great year for produce for pretty much anybody, I thought, well, why didn't I enter anything? I have carrots, I have whatever. So this year I decided, while I am still doing intake, I'm not a judge. I'm just there to like take your stuff and take your zucchini, put it on a plate, get it all ready for the judge. And then when the judge goes around, I write down the scores so they could be recorded. Anyway, so this year I decided to sign up. So I have my list of what I signed up for, some of which I'm not going to be able to enter because it was wishful thinking. But I'm going to go. It's really nice out right now. It's almost bedtime. So I'm going to try to get some of my stuff picked and get it ready for the fair. Intake is tomorrow. This is what I have so far. I'm doing 3 flower arrangements plus some just cut flowers. And so I'm putting everything in water overnight inside in the garage, just to let it rest or whatever. And then I'll do my arrangements tomorrow. I don't start until noon at the fairgrounds. So, and a couple of these things I picked the other day. And then this arrangement is also for the fair, but this I believe is just like decorative. They asked businesses, so I've got some other things to put in it to represent the candy store. So that's what that is. But I'm going to see what else I can harvest. Some of the vegetables for the county fair open class, you need 1, and some you need 3. A lot of the cut flowers are all usually 3 stems. Snap peas are like a dozen. Cucumbers are 3. Garlic is 3. Potatoes, I can't remember if that's 3 also. I have these little ones that was just in my container. I might dig up one more plant just to see if I can get a nicer one. Oh shoot, I need to get a pint thing for raspberries to do that. But we'll see here what I can find while the cats dance around. All right, so here's the start. Now, I entered summer squash, zucchini, and any other squash. So I think what I might do is put the patty pan in as any other squash. This is ridiculously huge, but it's awesome looking. And I'll probably do the yellow zucchini, the golden zucchini as the summer squash, and then I have a regular green zucchini down there. I think he's got some blemishes. So here's the thing. I don't know if there is specific instructions out there on what everything's supposed to be like. All I know is based on my 1 year of doing this, and obviously it's all going to be based on whatever judge you get. The judge we had last year, which I don't know if she'll be the same one this year or not, she was big on uniformity. So anything that had especially like snap peas, you need 12 snap peas, and she really liked them all to be the same. So now these are not spectacular, but she also liked them to be quite filled out, which in my opinion, if you were picking these to eat, these are too far gone for snap peas. But she liked them like that. And then for zucchinis, I believe she liked the bigger ones. So now these are more the size you would want them if you were going to eat them. But she liked the bigger ones. Now this one's got a blemish on it. So if there's other zucchinis, bigger zucchinis, this one's not going to do very good. But I'm going to bring it anyway, because if there isn't anyone else entering, at least there's something. Same with my dill. It's supposed to be 3 bunches of dill or something like that, and mine are just so sad because they were in the shade. Cucumbers, I'm entering the burpless category. I believe you have to have 3. That's going to be hard to get 3 uniform ones, but I'll do my best. Same with potatoes. I'll want to find uniform ones. Carrots, that's a little harder to get uniform ones. So I'm entered the largest carrot, which this isn't great, but last year people's carrots were not big. So, and then I picked 4 because the first one snapped the end off, which, you know, if there's something like that they can mark you down on, you know, that if all your carrots are as good as everyone else's carrots, but one of them has a blemish like that, then it makes it easy for them to judge that category. So, and you know, I want to win my $3. So I'm going to do my best. I'm just sticking some flower options in here, and then I'll figure out what I want to do with them tomorrow. I love these. So fun, amaranth. But let's see. I've got to pick some more potatoes, some cucumbers. Oh yeah, I got to get a thing for raspberries. Hopefully I've got enough for half a pint. And I'm going to get some sunflowers because I'm doing a sunflower arrangement. And like an orange and yellow or something arrangement. So back at it. Another thing you want to do is follow the directions. If there's any directions at all, make sure you follow them. For example, carrots say 1-inch stem. So you want to cut it with a 1-inch stem. Don't want to leave the greens on or cut it off altogether. Onions, I believe you are not supposed to clean them or peel them rather. You can get the dirt off of them, but you're not supposed to peel them. Rhubarb, I don't remember if there's instructions for it, but I think in general you want to leave the whole stalk and cut off, you know, just a bit of the leaf on the top just to make them not so unruly. With flowers, especially the single stem flowers, you want to pull off the extra leaves. You don't want those on there. So yeah, you want to make sure to follow any instructions that you're given. That's can be the difference between $1 and $3 at the county fair. So, you know, you gotta make that money, right? And it is possible that if you are the only one who's entered, but you don't follow the rules, you will not win. They'll just not have a winner at all for that category. So there's that. Even if you follow the rules, like my dill, if it's the only one in there, they could very well possibly look at that and say that is not a good representation of dill. So they might give you a second place or something, but that's kind of how they work it. So for our fair, and this might be different for yours, we drop our stuff off on Wednesday, and then it has to be there until Saturday, I believe. They judge on Wednesday night, so at least like lettuce and stuff is kind of difficult. It gets really droopy, but it's got to be there so people have things to look at. So some of the things you aren't going to be able to salvage by the end of 3 days sitting out in the hot. But you know, your zucchini should be fine, and any winter squash, stuff like that. But your lettuce is gone for. Unfortunately, my raspberries are going to be gone for. You know, flowers last as long as flowers do. So that part of it is a little disappointing, having to like pick your best things and then you kind of don't get to use them. So that's something to consider if you want to bring things to the fair. But I don't know, it's kind of fun. You know, it's our fair is free, entries are free, so why not? And hopefully it just keeps people interested and gives people something to look at. It's kind of the origin of county fairs, is showing off your produce and whatnot. So that's why we do it. So anyway, I'll finish up, and then tomorrow's the day. Well, I'm losing light. I've got the majority of the things picked. I still need to do farm crop as part of one of my arrangements, but I'm gonna have to do that in the morning along with potatoes, pick out my garlic, and anything else I missed. But there's definitely some things I signed up for that I do not have ready to go. But this is what I got, so